Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of your busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Saturday, November 14th, 2020, and we are winding down our 34th week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu. Safer at home, wear a mask, uh, pandemic stuff. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is low at 61%. And it would be 25 degrees Celsius. It's actually really nice outside. I've got the doors open, fan blowing some air through the house. And, yeah, so. Week in review. I don't know. I started out the other day. I've had these for a while, and I started out. I was trying them out on craft sticks, and I just did not like the way they were working. Some pens work well on those. Others, these definitely didn't. So I brought out one of my little canvases. And that was my first attempt using these markers and some rubbing alcohol, and you put the paint on, or you put the marker on and then rub it off. I kind of like that. That one didn't turn out anywhere near as well. I'm not even sure exactly what I did wrong with it. It came out muddy, so that one's dead. This one is a little bit better. I still need to go in and remove a lot of pigment to see if I can get it down to where I want it to be. But I need to go get Q-tips and cotton, whatever, yeah, cotton balls. So we'll see how that one turns out. Still this way about it. This one I went a whole lot lighter with the markers, but again I need to go get the dabbers and whatever, and actually start moving that pigment around. So something new. I mean, like I said, I like the way this one turned out. For the most part. If you look right there in the center of the sun, it's got some discolorations, but like I said, that was my first attempt, so I was just kind of like playing around. So, coffee with Doc. This is iced coffee, iced decaf actually. It's tasty. So, let's see. I thought I had this stuff set up. That was too far out of my way. When my daughter moved into her new house, she found this and this other object I'll show you here in a minute. And she set it aside to give to me, and she's been there, well, since March, I think. And we just kept forgetting to for me to grab it. So she actually brought it over to me the other day when she came to pick up the kids. And this is a Gavelia setup. So it's a rather nice bag. The pouch on the back is empty. Got a nice little carrying strap. When you open it up, there's a couple of napkins, a couple of small spoons. I mean, they're almost child-sized, but they're nice spoons. that back in there like so. And then in here, this set's never been taken apart. So inside of this, there's a little container, and it says cream. That's a lot of cream. I'm guessing this one says sugar. Yep. I'm not even going to untape it. That one says sugar. There are two of these mugs, one on either side. And then in the center, we'll put this back in here. In the center is this nice thermos. It might hold it might hold 2 cups worth of coffee. But it's a really nice little thermos. So I'm gonna have to give this a try, just as an extra carry-all in the truck or the van. Keep something hot or cold. So that was rather nice. Like I said, it's something that she found that she was moving into the house and kept aside for me, and I finally got it. So yeah, we'll put that in the kitchen. I don't know about the mugs and whatever. I mean, they're nice. Dropping stuff all over the place. It's a nice enough mug. I'll never carry this set as it is. Lots of little... It's just... That's awful small. So... I don't know. I'm trying to cut back on stuff that I have. I've already got way too many coffee mugs. So I don't know if I'll keep these or go ahead and donate them out. These little containers, I'm sure they'll come up with some reason for them, other than cream and sugar. I don't use cream. I don't use sugar. I mean, this has got agave syrup. Whoops. I do like the spoons and the little napkins. So let's see how big those napkins are. These are cloth. Like I said, this is a rather nice set. That's a good square of muslin cloth. That'd make a nice water filter or whatever. But yeah. So the other thing she brought me was this. And you may have seen I did a short little Fired Up Friday, where I fired it up. It just happened to be, she brought this stuff over on a Friday. I was going to do a small fire, excuse me, small wood fire, but it rained and all my wood got wet. The container that I had everything sitting in leaked. So I need another fire box for firewood to keep, stuff, For around here, I don't really do a whole lot of fires. But like when I go out, if I want to have a fire out by the river or whatever, take my wood with me. But yeah, so anyway, this emergency stove came with 2 sterno cans. And this piece that sits down on top of it, like so, somehow, there we go. And then you put your pan on top of that. So, like I need another stove in the van. I'll probably go ahead and leave this one in the brat buggy because I don't have a lot of cooking options in the brat buggy anymore. In fact, when I went out yesterday, after I dropped the G-brats off to the brat, I thought, it's a really nice day, so I'm gonna go for a ride. And I got out and I'm riding, and it's like, man, I could use something to eat. Ain't got nothing left in the brat buggy. I took everything out of there. Well, not everything, but all my food and cooking and everything else came out, and I went through it and put most of the stuff into Sherry and didn't put anything back into the brat buggies. So I need a few things in there. This will probably be the start. I have to go ahead and find me a bag to put things in so they don't get lost. And actually I may use some of this stuff out of this kit. The spoon and maybe a napkin. Anyway, I have to set up a kit to go in the brat buggy just because, like I said, I didn't even have tuna fish. I didn't have a package of tuna fish. I had my go bag, but I hadn't restocked it. I had a coffee, 2 things of my coffee singles. Yeah, but I hadn't restocked my tuna or anything in there. So, yeah. I stopped at Whataburger. Excuse me. I'm not crazy about most Whataburger burgers, only because I don't like their bun. There's just something about their bun that's too, I don't know, it's bready or I've stopped at several Whataburgers and never had a good burger bun, but their patty melts are, oh my God, they're good. So anyway, that's what I ended up having yesterday, and it went down so good. I've been I guess jonesing would be the right word. I mean, drooling over some real food, and I'd actually mentioned in my riding and rambling yesterday that I wanted a burger, so it all worked out. I had a big old burger, and then I just kind of went, ooh. That was a lot of food sitting down there. But went ahead and rode around, and I ended up down at the river and did that video of the sunset. Had a real pretty sunset last night. May have been a little bit better if I'd have been over at my other spot across the river. But it is what it is. So, and you don't get the. I wouldn't have been able to line up between those pilings like I did. I got some really nice pictures over there. So, let's see, events coming up. Well, tomorrow I've got a birthday party to go to. The one G-Brat turns 10, I think. Or maybe he turns 11. No, I think he turns 10. I think we've just been saying he's 10 because he was coming up on his 10th birthday. So, I think his birthday is actually Tuesday. I don't remember if it's a day or 2 days before mine. So, It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not 100%. But and then my son-in-law's birthday is Saturday, I believe, and they're headed to the Keys. They were going to do a carnival cruise, but with this pandemic stuff, everything, the cruises have been canceled. Key West is still open, apparently, so they're going to go down to the Keys and hit Key West for the weekend and celebrate his birthday. And then my other son-in-law's birthday is either the 29th or the 30th. I'm not 100% sure. I'm terrible with birthdays. I just know that, like, we have a week and there's 4 birthdays within, like that 7 to 10 days. So actually there's 4, because my one granddaughter is also born in November, but she's estranged from us. So that's a tough topic to get into. So I think I'll get out today. There's some stuff I want to get done out in the yard. We're getting the garden all stripped down. I got most of it stripped down. It's just getting like the containers and stuff like that moved, and getting the place spruced up a little bit. And then I want to take the blankets and whatnot out of Sherry. I'm not going to be able to wash them in my washer. I've got a small stacked apartment size washer and dryer. I mean, like 2 pairs of jeans and 4 or 5 shirts, and that thing's loaded. So there's no way I'm going to be able to wash all those quilts. But maybe I can ship them out to my daughters and get them done that way, or I'll end up taking them up to the laundromat and getting them done. I want to get 2 of them dyed. The one that I got from Swoosh is it's a real nice. It's a high dollar one, of course. Most of the stuff that Swoosh has is a high dollar. But it was a very nice comforter in its day. But it sat on the bed for God knows how long, with the sun coming down, and it's got a big old faded spot in the middle of it. Not that I'm worried about that, but I'm just thinking that if I go ahead and dye it like a green, it's kind of a flower print or whatever, but it'll kind of go camo just by a single color of green. Excuse me. So there's another one in there. It's kind of, well, actually there's 2 other ones. There's 2 white ones, and white in a camper. Probably not the best idea. So I'll probably go a darker color with those as well. We'll see. I mean, it's just more of those ideas that, will they come to fruition? Trying to dye something that big. I mean, I've got a giant tub, but that's a lot of hot water to have to generate. And then keep it hot and keep it soaked and keep it moving, and they get heavy. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe a big industrial washer machine where they say, do not dye in our machines. But I don't know. If you have any ideas on how to dye a giant, like the one's a king size. I think 2 of them are king size, and then there's 2 or 3 queen size comforters. So if you have any ideas on how to easily dye large comforters, put it down in the description for me, will you? I appreciate that. at least give me a direction to go in. Like I said, I've got a couple of ideas. I know I'm not going to dye them at my daughter's house. I at least get them washed. Not that they're all that dirty, but get them washed, folded, and put away, rather than sit in the van and get kind of musty and moldy or whatever. So we'll try that. I think actually Bob's got a industrial washer, industrial size washer. Again, Swoosh she goes high dollar, so their washer and dryer, and it's not Bluetooth, but it may as well be. It sends notices to her phone and all kinds of crazy stuff. But that's a possibility too. I hadn't thought about that. See, all this just yakking and free association really does help. I picked this up last night at the beach just because it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if it's wood or a reed. I think it's wood. Older piece of driftwood. It's very light. But it put me in mind of a piece that I used to do all the time called a wisdom stick. An older man taught me how to whittle a wisdom stick, and I don't know why it's called a wisdom stick. He never actually did tell me. I think it's just because you're sitting there and you look wise as you're whittling, but all you're doing is whittling holes. So I think some people call them a ghost stick. I don't know, but anyway, I was looking at that and I picked that up, thinking it's got the bones to be a wisdom stick. So another project that probably won't ever get done, but it'll sit here on my desk until it gets moved into a box of junk and then put away. And yeah, 10 years from now, when the kids are going through my junk, they'll be going, "What in the world, Dad?" Anyway, what kind of time are we running on this? Where's the time on this one? Changing phones all the time. There it is up there, 23 minutes. I've got several phones that I use. The one that I'm on right now, this one, there's this one, there's one back in the bedroom, there's another one in the brat buggy.
Hey guys, my name is Lily, and today I want to do a review on this camera.
But they're all a little bit different. Every one of the video controls is a little different. All their systems are just a little bit different. So you have to kind of switch back and forth between them. Like this one doesn't really show. It doesn't change. What am I trying to say? The little icon between picture and video. You don't change it like you do on my other phones. This just shows up. There's a red circle and a white circle, or a big white circle and then a little red button type thing. The white button, the big white circle, just takes a regular photograph. Then you push the little red button and it goes into video mode. So
opening up.
It just opened my camera for me. Sometimes Google can be a great help.
Sorry, I don't understand.
See? Other times, I mean, we've been talking at my daughter's house, and their system will answer a question that I didn't ask. But these do it all the time. I've got several of them with me in the car, so if I ask them to call someone, the one that I have service with will go ahead and connect. The other two will come in and say, you know, you don't have service on this phone or something to that effect. So, and then other times you can be asking it, you can ask your questions and it doesn't verbally respond. It says, you know, here's the information you got. Well, I'm driving down the road. I wanted it verbally. You know, how do I differentiate? Yeah. The times. So, they are listening. They are out there. They are listening. But, oh, wow. I'm never going to get anything done if I don't get started. Yeah, thinking about that, I'm looking over there at the kitchen. It's like, oh, man. I just did dishes yesterday. I've already got a sink full. Life never slows down, does it? So, shout out to Plymouth Fens. He's having some difficulties. We're with you there, bud. So, if you know Plymouth, go ahead and give him a shout out. If you don't, check him out. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If you want to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll have links in the description box wherever that is on your device of choice. I also put links to similar videos. You'll find my email, which is my PayPal, in case you want to, buy me a slice of pizza or a Coke. You'll also find my regular mail, in case you want to send me something really cool like feathers or a skull or vanilla peanut butter. Gift card to Taco Bell. Miranda. Yeah. Anyway. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Slunchy, y'all. Bye-bye.